Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are gonna talk about a few new articles that appeared regarding news about AI, and we are gonna discuss the implications of this. So, first article that I would like to show you today is Forbes News. They are talking about how Meta is opening the floodgates of AI generated accounts on Facebook and Instagram. Yes, guys, that's what everybody was waiting for, right? Now, instead of having real people to talk and to make connections, you can now use Facebook and Instagram to talk to AI generated accounts. That's what they are planning to do. Well, not just planning, but in fact, some of this is already happening. So here is probably a picture of supposedly AI uh, person, artificial person that you can connect to using Facebook and other Meta uh, platform. Let's see what they have to talk about this. AI generated user accounts are flooding Instagram, Facebook, according to the parent company Meta. The company is rolling out a wide array of AI products, including one that helps users creating AI characters on Instagram and Facebook. Meta hopes to attract a young audience in face off with key competitors like TikTok and Snapchat. So let's see the logic of this. Facebook is feeling that people don't want to interact anymore with their uh, social network. They prefer to use TikTok and Snapchat. And what's their incredibly smart plan is to make it even less interesting, right? Because now they want to roll out a lot of AI characters that will be interacting in Instagram and Facebook. So just what everyone needed, right? That's not even funny anymore. So the vice president of product for generative AI explains that we expect these AIs to actually exist in our platforms in the same way that human accounts do. So from here you can make your calculations, right? These guys, they can create new fake accounts, and these accounts will be using AI to simulate that they are human. So what's gonna happen is that every time you open your Facebook or Instagram or whatever social network, we are gonna receive content that is generated by AIs that have been created by Facebook itself. So that is no social network anymore. It's just basically using uh, AI fake content that is generated by Meta and their uh, home created AI technology to basically generate this kind of crap content that they want you to consume. So let's see what incredible things you can do. You can clone yourself, or you can create an artificial persona online using text to video software, building an artificial present that has never been easier. So fantastic, right? The other thing is that they are now creating what they call AI influencers, which is, according to Meta, the new trend that social networks need to follow, which is again completely crazy. So this basically they're giving an example here of what they say is an international model based out of Barcelona, fluent in Spanish, traveling the world, according to Instagram. This person earns between $3,000 and $10,000 per month from brand deals, according to Euronews. The only problem is, as the first two letters of the name suggest, this person is not real. It is just some more AI generated content that they want people to consume. So this is, guys, basically what Meta wants people to spend their time. So this person who looks a woman, uh, which is fashionable and has apparently some interesting things to say. This is not real, it's just AI generated. Here's another example. They talk about another AI created influencer, uh, which was created by someone uh, who talked to Business Insider. It's essentially that's what I call fraud, but in the world of artificial intelligence, companies want to justify it, saying that is some form of AI. I don't really agree with this, and I only hope that people will get tired of this very quickly. So next, they talk about new company with a strange name that is pronounced as Lead. So it looks like a kid trying to do something to impress others. And this company has $4 million in seed capital. Basically, users can suggest what the artificial influencers will do and say. So it's just another spin on this fakery which they are trying to make common in social networks. Other than Meta, they say that TikTok is also rolling their own product called Symphony, which enables brands and creators to use AI for advertisement. An AI-generated actor can turn your script into a complete video ad campaign for a fee. Which again comes to something that people have mentioned previously. It's called the dead internet theory. And basically, this theory is an idea that people started talking about and saying that the internet really doesn't exist or would stop existing, and only bots powered by AI would be talking to each other, which in a sense is more or less what they are trying to do in this new strategy. So maybe we are inching closer to the dead internet theory, and some believe we are already there. This theory claims that activity and content on the internet, including social media accounts, are predominantly being created by artificial intelligence. So yeah, it's unfortunately this is becoming true every day. I imagine that in Facebook we already have a sizable portion of content that is created by AI. I guess probably at least 20 to 30%, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Another piece of information comes from First Post. They are telling how Chinese startups are changing AI models and how they are trained and outperforming OpenAI and Meta. So the story here is that Meta, OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft, they spend billions of dollars in training AI. And this and it looks very impressive that they are spending those billions of dollars in new technology. So basically there is this Chinese company called DeepSeek, and they have released an AI model which has an impressive 671 billion parameters, which is similar to most advanced models globally. However, what's the big difference here? It was developed with just a small fraction of the cost that it took for Meta and OpenAI to develop their models, and that the Chinese company used only $5.58 million to do the training. So if you compare this with billions of dollars that have been spent by ChatGPT and other companies like Google, for example, and Facebook, you see that this is like peanuts. Of course, we know that in China the costs are smaller than in the US, but even then, the only conclusion is that US companies are overspending and not delivering uh, enough results to justify the tremendous cost that they are incurring. So this Hangzhou-based company has quickly become a standout player in the AI community, showcasing innovative strategies to overcome resource constraints. So what is this company doing different? DeepSeek attributes its efficiency to a novel architecture designed for cost-effective training. It leverages NVIDIA H800 GPUs, which are customized for the Chinese market. And the company optimized its resources to achieve results that rival those of much larger players. So what they're saying here is that according to US sanctions, Chinese companies cannot receive the latest model of NVIDIA GPUs exactly because the US doesn't want Chinese companies to make progress on AI models. Despite this, they used some earlier generations of NVIDIA, which is this H800 GPU, and even using this less capable model, they still managed to create something that is comparable to OpenAI. They comment that DeepSeek demonstrates how limited resource can lead to groundbreaking achievements in AI. And the other way of saying this is that American companies are probably overspending and using too much money and too much hardware to achieve the same results, uh, which is kind of worrying for investors in these companies. There's possibly this development shows a new area for AI, and this DeepSeek signals a shift in the AI landscape, in demonstrating that innovative approaches can rival the dominance of tech giants. So this is important because one problem that we have seen in this AI space is that it has been dominated by companies like Google, Meta, and even OpenAI, which is not a big company compared to them. The reason they are doing this is because they have huge amount of capital coming from investors like Microsoft. So what this shows is that the US based development of AI is something that is dominated by huge companies and companies with large amounts of capital. And we should rethink this because the problem is that this leads to nothing more than concentrating technology development in the hands of companies that are already huge. And the Chinese, they are basically showing that with small amounts of capital, you can still have great results. And the good thing is that even in the US, companies could use this example
as the motivation for trying to innovate with less money. So instead of, in other words, instead of just using and trying to get as much capital as possible to buy expensive hardware, uh, new companies should strive to make progress using better ideas, which, in my opinion, is a more sustainable way of making progress in AI. What do you guys think? Is this going to lead to new innovations, or maybe even the displacement of these tech companies like Google and Microsoft and Facebook in terms of AI development? And possibly we can also see the possibility of Chinese companies making faster iteration if they use the same strategy. And who knows, maybe in the next year of 2025, we are gonna see Chinese companies going uh, even faster and taking the leadership in this kind of development. It's definitely a possibility because if we see this happening right now, uh, and this model was released as open source, this means that companies in China, they are already internally doing something that is even better than this open source model. So I wouldn't be surprised if a few Chinese companies already have something that is even more impressive than what OpenAI and Google are showing in the U.S. market. So let's keep an eye on this. And AI is definitely a field that is moving very quickly. We never know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe 2025 will bring new surprises, and we might see new leadership. So these are the news that I would like to discuss today. Thank you very much for joining. And if you like getting this kind of information, please subscribe. And I hope to see you later. Bye bye.